is time to cook like candy, and I am about to make some shrimp and grits. All right, for starters, I have some shrimp. I have some frozen shrimp. I'm about to put this in a bowl of cold water, and it'll be thawed in a second. I am not about that peeling and divining shrimp. I ain't grow up on the Gulf or the ocean where we were catching fresh shrimp. However, I do buy it that's peeled and divined. I do wash it again, and I get it raw. You can use cooked shrimp if you like, but raw shrimp cooks better. Cooked shrimp, if you overcook it, it'll definitely be tough. I have a little seafood stock. I will use some heavy whipping cream, a little flour. I have turkey sausage because I don't eat pork, so I will use this turkey sausage. It does the trick. Garlic, of course, grits. I'm not chopping up no vegetables. This seasoning blend is onion, celery, red pepper, green pepper, parsley, flakes. This is my best friend when it comes to making spaghettis and anything else that I need this blend in. But yeah, seasonings, I'm not doing any real seasoned salt or salt because this sausage right here is salty and this stock is salty, and I don't want to have any high blood pressure. But I will use a seasoned pepper instead of a regular black pepper. Paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and Italian seasoning. So I'll get started. I also will use some milk and some water to cook the grits, but we'll go over those as we start. Slice this Eckrich turkey sausage up. The best way to do it is just to cut it that way in half and cut it this way. You don't have to make yours as small. I like mine's smaller chunks. Yeah, and just get it until you get the dice like that. So I got my pan warmed, and because I'm cooking with turkey and not any other thing, I'm gonna go ahead and add some olive oil to the pan because even though this is a non-stick, I don't want my meat to stick. I'm not cooking a lot. I'm only using one of them because this is only like a brunch for Ty and I. Tune back in later on and I'll cook dinner. Ha-ha. What are we eating for dinner, Ty?
Stuffed chicken and broccolini.
Okay, we're going to eat a stuffed chicken breast and broccolini. And I'm going to roast the broccolini. And I'm going to also roast some sweet potatoes. Alright, so, Ty, you know roasted sweet potatoes?
No.
They're good. It's just like sweet potato fries. Drop some of this minced garlic in here that I just minced up. I cheat with a lot of stuff, but I do not cheat with garlic because I love fresh garlic. And I can't rock with that garlic that be in a jar. It don't even smell right. So I'm gonna let these sausages cook until they brown. All the way brown. My garlic's popping. And I'm gonna leave this oil in the pan, and from there I'm gonna drop my shrimp in. Shrimp, I'm going to use 1 full cup of milk. Well, I'm sorry, 2 cups of milk. I said shrimp, I mean grits. I'm gonna use 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of water. But I'm gonna go ahead and boil this milk first. And I'm gonna boil the milk with a little butter in it. So I can have like a buttery milk. So I just turn the milk on. I'm gonna put like a 4th of butter in there. And I'm just let all that boil down.
Can I cut this down?
Yeah, you can cut it all the way down. I'm gonna go ahead and add my vegetables because I want these vegetables to cook.
No, we sit up and slice no onions today.
No, I'm not slicing today. So it's turned down some.
Thank you.
Ty, you can turn it back up. You didn't have to turn it all the way down.
So you use the whole bag of that?
I use the whole bag. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. I like vegetables. You like vegetables, right?
Yep. Okay.
And then I am going to add some more garlic in there. I kind of already messed it up. But because the other garlic cooked down, I want this to cook fresh.
Nice chopping skills.
Girl, I just be making up stuff. So I'm going to let that cook down fresh. Now that my shrimp is thawed out, I'm about to season this. I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice in it. Half of a lemon juice in there. Mix that around. Alright, I'm going to come back at it with this seasoned pepper. Some garlic powder. A little onion powder. We're listening to Tiana Murray in the background too, so go download Patience.
Wrong side, wrong side.
Thank you. Paying attention. This is some Italian season. And you don't ever need paprika, but I like paprika for the color. So I like the paprika strictly for the color. And I'm going to just let this sit in this little season until it's time for me to add it. Let's see. To this state, I'm going to add just a little more butter because those are pretty much good to go. But now, because I don't mind these caramelizing more, but I don't want to overcook my shrimp. Now I get to add my shrimp. And I'm going to cook this shrimp until it turns pink. And then I'm going to remove I don't have to remove it. I'm going to make my roux in it. And that's what kind of keeps the flavor in there. You could have done your shrimp first, but I like the flavors to blend. So I cook the vegetables up first. You can smell that lemon and those herbs.
Want to dip a little juice in here?
I'll put a little. No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Let them brown a little. This milk is boiling. I'm going to add a dash of sea salt in there because I never did. And I'm going to spoon that around first. And then I'm going to add my grits. And again, this is just milk and butter.
And salt.
I will add water. No worries because that's not enough. It's only Ty and I, so let's move it off the heat a little.
To the safe place.
Safe place. I'm going to do almost a cup. That should be good enough for the two of us. And you got to stir it and 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 stir more and stir more and stir more and stir more.
Throw more, throw more.
So the thing with grits, they will cook really fast, but these are not quick grits. So you want to make sure that every grit gets even attention. Not like when you go to Cracker Barrel and half of them is soft and half of them is still tasting raw. And this is just how I do mine. That's 1 cup of water. And then I'm going to add a second cup of water. And now I got it back at a rolling boil once that other water gets in there. I am going to reduce the temperature once it starts back boiling because it'll start going crazy, popping everywhere. I will continuously stir these grits. It's going to start boiling and absorbing all the water. But I'm going to just continuously stir it. So can you stir the shrimp for me? No, I'm trying to talk right. Not right, but I don't want to talk too fast. Whatever. So they pink. Go ahead, get that mixing in. Get them on.
I'm doing this with my least dominant hand.
So that means
I ain't able to get it. I need to get it. Hold on, let me switch. Remember that juice, y'all, from earlier? Oh, look at that seasoning. I dispersed it evenly across. It doesn't make a difference. I just like to be extra. And pretty much it's ready.
it ain't ready.
Oh.
Now we gotta make it
Let me stop tapping.
a sauce.
I mean, but the meat is done. That's what I meant.
Yeah, the shrimp is done. So spoon strained out all of my shrimp once it got ready. And now I have this roux sauce down here, which is good. I am about to add flour to it while it's cooking on high. And I'm going to stir that flour in. Give me 1 second. And I don't need a whole lot because, again, it's just me and Ty. But that little amount of flour is going to make a lot of gravy. And I'm going to just get this flour in here. So it absorbs. Pop open my seafood stock. And I'm going to go ahead and now get it back mixed in into a nice boil. I can have a whisk right now, but I don't need it. I can do the trick with this. So I just gotta even this back out. I don't want to put too much stock in there, but I'm gonna just go ahead and stir this back through until all of those flour clumps dissolve. It'll be dissolved once it starts back boiling. And it's gonna still thicken because it's flour and it's cooking, so it's gonna make a good gravy. But I just gotta keep. Add a little more. And I got all of it creamy. I am going to so got all onions. So I'm going to do a splash of Worcestershire sauce in here. It's going to brown it up for me a little more, even though this is a perfect color for me. I don't know how y'all like y'all's, but this is a perfect color for me. Put a little more seafood stock in here, only because it's really about to thicken up. I need it to be enough juice for all of Worcestershire, whatever. I'm just going to add a couple of splashes in there, and it's going to just turn this brown for me. I like the flavor of it, but I didn't put enough in there to do a whole lot. Alright, so before I even do anything else, I'm going to add my other creamy friend. Her name is Heavy Whipping Cream. And I'm going to just give this gravy a nice little boost.
That looks amazing. I'm sure the viewers can agree.
And let that all blend in.
Hey. You know the anniversary for Hello is on the 20th?
Really?
Hey.
Dash my bestie in there. That was my meat and veggies back in. Get those blended. Turn this all the way on low because I don't want it to cook. I just want it to blend.
That looks so good.
If you have like a brown gravy mix or a brown additive, you can make yours a little darker. I should have let my gravy cook a little longer before I added my seafood stock.
I beg to defer.
You like yours this color?
Absolutely. I'm so glad it's just me and you. Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna put a lid on this, and I'm gonna let that just saute a little. These have gotten thick on low, but they're still not all the way ready to my liking. So I'm gonna add a little more water and let them cook slowly.
Yeah.
And what I mean by they're not done, some of them are, but if you still see some of the like fresh yellow ones, this is just a couple of them, they still gonna taste a little gritty. And I know grits are supposed to be gritty, but they're supposed to be creamy. So I'm gonna go ahead and stir these in a little more. And by this next set of water boil, those ones that hadn't already cooked, they will. And once they cook down, I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese for Ty. All right. So my shrimp mix is done. It's amazing. It's gotten to the right thickness for me. So I'm gonna still cover that. My grits, oh gosh, they so good looking. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little cheese in there per Tiana, but I'm still letting them sit. Covering your grits is key. I didn't say that earlier, but it's key. But I've seen something else in the restaurant that I went to when I lived in Georgia, and they did some sunflower seeds in their shrimp and grits. So I got this pan heated. It's my first time trying it. Tiana hate when I try stuff, but clearly I do this every single day. Add a little oil to this small pan, and I'm going to toast some sunflower seeds because I had it with my shrimp and grits, and when I tell you it was amazing, it was amazing. So I'm only going to toast them until that oil is browned on them. I'm going to make sure that I watch them so that they don't burn. But I'm going to try this for the first time, and I'm going to let y'all know how it tastes. But when I plate mine, I'm going to plate it and show y'all how I had it. But it was really good. To be continued. Okay, y'all. I messed those sunflower seeds up. They burned too fast. So let's scratch that. I'm going to put them on there not without toasting them. So I just added a little cheddar to these grits. And we're about to plate. Three healthy helpings for her.
I thought this was mine.
Oh, okay, well, 3 healthy helpings for me.
Yes, I want all the smoke.
I tasted this at a restaurant and it was amazing. I tried to toast these. It didn't turn out right. So I'm going to sprinkle a couple of sunflower seeds in there, not many. And I'll let y'all know how that tastes. Don't try to roast them because that didn't turn out right.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.